Hi Eddie, happy birthday and also happy 1 year anniversary. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm so happy. This has literally been the best year of my life, like hands down.
Hi, this is my video submission for Eddie's birthday.
Hello, Eddie. Happy birthday. I was tasked to give a video that Rose could edit or something. I don't know if she wants me to film like this or this. Fuck it. Horizontal for film bitches.
Hey Eddie, happy birthday. I'm so glad that I got to know you a lot better last year, and I'm so happy that you joined CSA. Um, Sorry Rose, you're gonna have to cut a lot of this out, but
Hi, this is going to be part of the Eddie documentary. It's currently 3:30 because I forgot to record this in advance, but...
Hi, I'm Michaela. I'm one of Eddie's friends.
Hi Eddie, I hope you have a good birthday.
Happy birthday, Eddie. I've known you for many days now, and I've always thought if there was an Asian LeBron, it'd be you.
Okay, it is almost 4 a.m. I was in the middle of doing my laundry, but I had to lock in for this shit because I can't allow myself to forget about this.
Hey, it's Sean, and I'm here to wish Eddie a happy birthday. He's turning like 4 or something. I don't remember. The years really fly by, but he's my one and only son.
Hey Eddie, happy birthday. Sorry I'm filling this at 3:18 in the morning while walking through the West Campus. I'm trying to make this as authentic as possible.
Hey Eddie, happy birthday. I just wanted to let you know that you are such a great friend.
Hi Eddie.
Alright, testing 1, 2, 3, but what do we call it? When did I meet the Edward Lynn? Well, that's the first question on the list. I believe we've known each other for a hot minute, but when did I meet him? I think it was, if I'm being 100% honest, I believe it was 7th grade year, Piper High School cross country with Jody Hawkins. That's when I met the Edward Lynn. And what do you call it? We didn't know each other well at the time, but we were still friends. And we became a lot more close, I would say, sophomore year of high school. We were always friends. Sophomore year is when we really clicked. I'll keep it a buck with you. So you can say I've known the Edward Lynn for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can say 6 or 7 years. Let's just say that. I've known the Edward Lynn for 6 to 7 years.
And I met Eddie like 3 years ago on Overwatch. We met online, and we met in person a year ago to go see a Niall Horan concert together.
I met Eddie because we ended up in the same friend group our junior year of high school. And ever since then, like, I don't know, we've just been really good friends. Like we lived with each other last year and we're living together this year again.
Hi, I was lucky enough to witness the first meeting of Eddie and Emily. We were in the Jester game room and we invited him and some of his roommates to play cards with us. And we did, and it was really fun. Like, we did that for like probably an hour. And then after that, Eddie was kind enough to invite us to play pickleball with them later.
Okay, how did I meet Eddie and how long have I known him? I met Eddie in J2. He was introduced to me by Oven and Mateo, and I remember him being very grabby, like just very touchy, which I found interesting in the moment, but it broke the ice pretty quickly, so that worked out. But I didn't actually have a problem with it. I just thought it was pretty funny. So I guess I think that was like right about at a year ago. I think it was a couple weeks into school. So known him for about a year.
I think we first met when probably around like freshman year of CSA, and I remember you were just this really cheerful, really happy guy, and I think we talked about, I don't know, something trivial probably, but I just really remember that you were always great to talk to, and yeah, every time we see each other, you know, we kind of hug it out, say hi, and it's always like really wholesome, and it means a lot to me.
I think I've known you for not quite a full year yet, but yeah, I feel really happy when I'm around you.
I've known him since back in the war. We met in second grade. He was in first, I guess. And then he was like super smart, so he joined my class, and then I took him under my wing. Right. How long have you known him? I just said since second grade. So however many years that is. Alright. I've known Eddie, I think I've known him since freshman year. But we really became friends in sophomore year with like the group chat and all the friends and all that. Especially since I was new to the Comau area, so I was like I didn't really know anyone. So I think Eddie and that whole friend group were really just like my first friends in like Comau. So yeah, I've known him since sophomore, freshman year. I don't know how many years that is.
Eddie, just want to wish you a happy birthday, man. I've known you for about a year now. I think I met you around this time last year, and yeah, it's been a great pleasure knowing you. I still remember the first time at JOM, we were sitting there. At least for me, not knowing anyone, but I was able to meet you and many of the other amazing JOs we had last year. So yeah, it was great meeting you. I've had so much fun ever since I met you. I just love all the positive energy you bring, how welcoming you are. That's not something you see out of a lot of people, and I think you're one of the people who certainly has it, and that's what makes you so special. That's what makes you unique. We've had a lot of memories.
Yeah, so I first met Eddie during freshman year rotation.
So I low-key don't remember how I met Eddie. I don't remember a lot of things. I feel like I have brand damage because there's a lot of things I want to talk about, but I forgot about that. I don't know. But it's been a little over a year since I've met and known him, and I just want to say, zero bad memories, zero like bad impressions or anything. I can't say anything bad about the man. It's like I only have everything good to say.
Happy birthday, Eddie. Rose is forcing me to say nice things about you. So just want to say you're one of my dearest friends. I'm glad you're finally 19. And I'm glad I met you like last August in the basement of Jester.
So how I met Eddie was kind of funny, actually. I need to get in my meningitis shot to register for classes, and so I went to the UHS, and lo and behold, I met the great Eddie. I met him, we started talking. I realized he wasn't autistic as soon as I met him, so we started just becoming friends, and we shared Instagrams. That turned out to be a big mistake. Yeah, that's about it. I need
Hello, so I've met Eddie last year through CSA, so we've known each other for about a year now.
And I've known him for 1 year. I met him at his JO interview, and I'm really glad that I've gotten to know him for this time.
We've known you for about almost a year now, and what a year has it been? I think the first time I ever met you too was at the CSA Gongcha Profit Share, and you were a lot different back then, but it's also nice to see how you changed over the past year.
Let me start over. I first met Eddie around a year ago at, I think, a CSA GM, but I'm not sure. Maybe fact check me on that.
I met Eddie through Emily, who is my very close friend.
Hi, my name is Annie, and my first memory of Eddie is when he offered to drive me and a couple other JOs home from our first officer JO retreat. I think this really shows the kind of person that Eddie is. Even without knowing us very well, he offered to drive us home, and I think this just kind of shows like how kind he is and how giving he is even towards people that he doesn't know very well. And that just kind of shows the treatment that he gives to his friends. I've known him now for about a year, and
so I've known you for a year, and like I said, best year of my life. Oh my god. I love you so much. So as you know, or I hope you know, we met when I was playing air hockey in the basement with Maya, and then this like really, really handsome guy, like insanely handsome, he like walked up and he was like, "Hey, can I play with y'all?" And at first I was like, I don't know, but my friend Maya was like, "Yeah, of course." So then we played, and then I think the first thing I told you was like, Eddie, like Venom, and then you said like Stranger Things or something, and I was like, I've never seen Stranger Things. I remember. And then we played poker, or no, spoons, yeah, and I beat you. And then we exchanged Instas.
Hi, I'm Kat. I've known Eddie for about a year now through CSA, and I'd say that my favorite memory is going to Knock 2 with him. That was a really fun night.
And I would say my favorite memory with Eddie is either the concert or when we went to Barton this summer.
Yeah, I guess my favorite Eddie memory, I feel like it's hard to pick. I'd probably say just like doing stuff in Lychee with him overall and like getting to know him. I feel like with Eddie, it's more of like the little things that happen at like every single event. Like all of the like stupid shit that he says to me, like when he tells me that I'm inspirational or something, it like makes me really happy. And I guess I'm glad I get to say it back to him too.
Events, I've definitely gotten to know him better through those, and then all the spontaneous like JO adventures that we'd have. I remember one time we went to the Texas Capitol while it was raining, and it was just like super beautiful, super fun. It was like movie-like scene. We were taking such cute photos that day. But I think my favorite one was seeing him dressed as Perry the Platypus for Halloween weekend. I think that was really, really silly and really funny.
My favorite memory is when we were in 7th grade, critical thinking, and he had a presentation about YouTube or something, but the main thing I remember was him talking about Hentai Haven being taken down in front of the whole class, and I found that really inspirational. I have a lot of favorite Eddie memories, but I think the one that like sticks close to me is just when me and him were just in Austin with Rose. I think that's, even if it happened a little recently, I think it's just one of my favorite memories, just to be like in Austin, staying with him, and just, I don't know, it was like a really chill and like memorable time to be spending with him.
Some notable memories I have would be the first one being like the JO adventure that we had, that where we started at the PCL, walked to the Capitol, took pictures. It was drizzling the whole time. Super fun, super meaningful night. I still remember it to this day. And then another good memory was during John Raising, where we made mango sago. Dude, whenever like we didn't have the strainer at first, so we had to use the fucking paper towels. It was like disgusting, but it still worked somehow. And speaking of disgusting, whenever you and your roommates made that one evil ass concoction of misery and despair in the bathroom, bro. Like, what did we have in it? We had toenails, spit, gum. Like, I put my own ibuprofen and like expired Pringles in that shit. It was disgusting, and I would low-key do it again because it was really funny. And there's probably like a billion more things that we ended up doing in the middle of the night or like late at night that I forgot about. But despite me forgetting about them, I know like damn well it was all like worthwhile. It was like good memories were made that night. I can't believe I forgot about them. If I do remember them, I'll probably follow up with them. But
what are my favorite Eddie memories? For knowing him a year, I feel like I don't have too many in general, which kind of sucks because I enjoy hanging out with you. I think it was pretty recent, but when we, or that whole night really, that we were talking about art, but specifically in your room, going over your bass. I know it seems like a kind of small thing, but I really enjoyed you taking the time to explain everything to me, and us just having a pretty fun conversation. I mean, you did most of the talking, but you play that game at a way higher level than I ever did, and I'm really interested, so you taking the time to explain everything to me was really cool, and I really enjoyed it.
My favorite Eddie memory, or more so like one of my favorite memories with Eddie, is freshman year of college, so last year, when we would stay up and just like play games until like 3 or 4 in the morning, like on a school night. Those were always super fun, and it was funny staying up that late with him.
Yeah, my favorite memory with you would probably be the Joshua hot dog making. I thought that was really fun. We had a lot of fun with the hot dogs, although we burnt some, but I think they were still pretty edible, so that was pretty cool.
My favorite memory of Eddie is when he was at semi-formals for CSA and did this dance. He was so sexy and so hot. 10 out of 10.
You know, the past year or so, I probably can't name you a favorite one, but I know that one photo I took with you when I was like low-key kind of cooked. It was at the CSA party, or it was at the CSA the end of the year party for last year. And then, you know, we were both sitting down. I looked kind of chopped in that photo. You were next to me. So yeah, you know, that's a great memory we had. We've also had a lot of other great memories. And yeah, I'm just grateful for knowing you. And
I would say what I like about him most is that he's always cracking jokes, whether it's like in class or like we're walking down speed where it's my thing. He's always making jokes about something. I would say my favorite memory between both of us is during freshman year orientation when we were playing pickleball in the rain. That was a pretty fun experience, and that was one of the first times I ever played. So that was cool, like experiencing it with him and everything. And I was just it was storming outside. The weather was terrible. We were still having fun. And yeah, happy birthday, Eddie.
Favorite memories with Eddie has probably got to be fall semester during finals week. A bunch of the JOs, we went out to get sushi in the morning, and then later that night we just like did a trip to the Capitol and we just walked around, and it was really fun. And Eddie was there, and we were just all so silly, and it was a really fun way to like de-stress before like the rest of our finals. And yeah, it was like one of my favorite Eddie memories. Additionally, I also think one of the memories that sticks, like comes to mind when I think of Eddie, is crawfish boil with CSA. I just have that image of him with Jerry and Terry just like all bunched up together with Sam in the hot tub at 26 West, and it's a very memorable image to have in my head. And then
what's my favorite Eddie memory? Literally, I don't think I can pick. I think my favorite memory with you hasn't happened yet. I think my wedding, our wedding, I think that's gonna be my favorite memory, but that hasn't happened yet. So, but definitely, I think when we watched Whiplash in the basement, or not in the basement, when we watched, honestly, every show we've watched in the basement, 10 out of 10 experience. I really like watching shows with you, and I think it's really cute and fun. When we watched Whiplash, and then it was like 2 a.m. and then it started snowing, and we like dressed up in all your clothes, like a lot of layers, and then we ran around UT and like played in the snow, and we made that like big E&E heart, and we were like throwing snowballs at each other and like laughing and giggling. That was really fun. I think when we played Just Dance, that was really fun and stupid. I liked when I painted your nails. I've done it a couple times, but I like when I paint your nails and then you like show it off to people. And I don't know, like when, I think it was the first time when you were like laying on the floor in my dorm kicking your feet. I was like, that's so cute. Literally the entire month of December, I think it was like the Trail of Lights was really fun with you, and like I like love those photos that we took, and I think that was just such a like cute dating moment, like, oh, we're a couple. And then honestly just the entire week of December month of December was so nice, because the week before we like went on winter break, we hung out like literally every day for the entire day. And then I feel like we just like fell more in love with each other, which was really nice. And also when we were apart, I realized like, oh my god, I miss you, which was crazy. Like I missed you so much, which wasn't something I was used to, you know? And then when you like came to visit, I just remember being like so freaking excited. Like when you like ran up from your car to like hug me, like I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna marry this guy.
If I had to pick a word to describe Eddie, it would probably be fantastic. F for fabulous, A for amazing, N for nefarious, T for tibular, I for intelligence, S for super cool, T for terrific, also for intelligent, and C for cool. Happy birthday, Eddie.
A great person, he's really funny, and nothing but kind, and the best for my best friend.
I think that overall, like, you're a great person. You're always enthusiastic, and you're always like a go-getter.
I really like Eddie, and like I really like having him as a friend because he's really charismatic, and he's a really good person to get along with because he's like so lively and he's always so like energetic. Like he's active. He's fun to be around. He's like one of those people that are genuinely really fun to like hang out with. Like you want to be with this person. It's not like, oh, there's him. No, it's like, oh, I want to like hang out with Eddie today, or like he just brings energy wherever he goes, and like that makes him very friendly.
Hello. Eddie, there's just too much to say in so little time. But you know, me and Sonia, we were reminiscing. We were reminiscing about the info baddies in JCL and J2 after class last year.
Our favorite memory is making that profile for you on that.
The dating profile with that Snapchat photo.
Yes.
It was very beautiful. I think you fooled so many people.
You did. And you pulled so many.
But you found the ultimate huzz. Love you, Rose.
Yes. This is more for Rose than anything. Eddie. Love you, Rose.
Love you, Rose. Wait. Okay.
Why did I?
Wait.
Let me just switch my
What
hands.
else are we saying?
Have a great year, Eddie.
We ran against each other for VPI, but I am so intensely happy that he won. I feel like if there was anyone who's qualified, it's him, and I love sort of the diligence he has towards his work, whether that's academic, in relationships, or for orgs. He's a great guy.
I think one of the many reasons why I like you as a person is that you're a very fun person overall. I can always expect some very interesting conversations out of you. And also, you're just a very supportive person in general. I think some very redeeming qualities about you too is that you're very sociable, extroverted, and
super approachable and just really easy to talk to. So that's probably one of my favorite characteristics about him. And he's also really funny. So yeah, thanks for making every room like a little brighter whenever you walk in.
Probably one of the most like compassionate people that I've met. He's very serious about like making sure that other people are right and all that kind of stuff. He cares a lot, and I think that's really important to me, and I'm glad that I've been able to spend that time with him.
And so what I really like about him, and you, Eddie, hi, is just how kind and friendly and welcoming you are, regardless of how well you know people. It's so clear and you're so approachable.
Some things that I like about Eddie. Eddie is smart and funny and kind, and he's so easy to talk to, and I just love how easily he can make friends with random people and just like strike up a conversation.
Both funny and silly, but he's also like a very kind person. He's very friendly. I think that's like one of the best parts about Eddie is that he's a very outgoing and friendly person, and he'll make anyone feel welcome and seen, even if he doesn't know you, like even if it's a stranger. I think his other positive characteristics is that he's very honest and open and down to earth, so he doesn't feel ashamed to like admit that he doesn't know something, and he'll really try to understand where you're coming from, and I think that's something I really admire. Just happy birthday, Eddie. I hope you have a great one. You're finally getting older, and I'm so grateful for Lychee and CSA for bringing us together, and I don't think I'd ever have met someone like you if it wasn't for this. Eddie Chi forever, hashtag Lychee forever, hashtag Eddie Chi forever, hashtag Joe Mama.
Hey Eddie, happy birthday, happy 20th birthday. You know, I hope you're doing well. You're the weirdest guy ever, but like, you know, you hella funny too. You really chill, and you definitely grew on me and my roommates. throughout last semester. So yeah, bro. Happy birthday, happy 20th.
Wear sneakers, cheese, cheer, confidence. I'm on the bleachers, living top of day. When you wake up and find out what you're all looking for, has been here the whole time. You see that I'm the one who understands you. In here all along, so why can't you see? You belong with me.
What I like most about Eddie is just how sociable he is. I actually envy how easy it is for him to just go up and talk to someone, even though he's never known them and this was like his first time meeting them. Just his ability to carry conversation and make people be amicable to him is truly astounding, and I wish I had like the level of confidence that he carries with himself every day. Just like just like even 1% would be like amazing. And I would like to wish you, Eddie, a happy 19th birthday. I can't believe you're like a year, almost 2 years younger than me. That's insane. And I would like to say like meeting you was probably one of the best things that has happened to me freshman year, and I hope our friendship continues throughout college, and I know we'll be great fam heads for Red Panda.
Why do I like Eddie? I like Eddie because of, I mean, there are lots of things. I like how positive Eddie is. I like, I could be having a whatever day, and I'll come home to the apartment, and even if or just run into Eddie anywhere, and I feel like he's always really positive, has a big smile, and he's really energetic to talk to, and he'll kind of like snap me out of my funk. So I really like him because of that. I also like that he, this is something that I struggle with, like he doesn't let anybody stop him from being him. Like he does whatever he wants, which I find really admirable, because I used to, and still do a little bit, care too much about what other people think, or stop myself from doing something that I might not think other people would do. I don't know. But Eddie does not do that, and I find it really cool, and I think it makes him a better person. So it's cool to have that around to kind of try to model myself off of.
And I admire how you're very like easy to talk to guy, very outspoken, and like you're never afraid to like talk to people, and I respect that about you. And you're very committed to like dinosaurs and CSA, and you cook food for me. And it's funny how every time I see you have to poop, you poop a lot. That's your thing, and I like how you bully me a lot too. And yeah,
one of my favorite things about Edward Hawkins Lynn is I feel like no matter what happens, I feel like I can always consider him my friend, and he's, like Amelia said, very reliable. Yeah, I think one of his most charming, I guess, characteristics also is just he's like almost everyone's friend, and not in the sense that he's just nice to everyone, but he makes everyone have like a good time. He's always there for people. If you're being left out, blah blah blah, like he's always there for you, and he's always gonna help you. Just again, dependable. Handsome. Yeah, Edwards is very, very handsome. And attractive. Yeah, I wish I could, talk about our little intimate moments, but yeah.
One of your top characteristics, though, low-key, is that you were funny as hell, bro. Like, during the second semester, N4AC, bro, Del Gadildo jokes, they were elite. Like, not only are you funny, but, like, you also stand on business, you get shit done, like, you did your part, you were, like, actively willing to do things, like, you had balls. Like, I was really impressed with that. And did I also mention that you're really funny? Like, to this day, I think, I still enjoy, like, the TikToks that you send me, even if like they're the black pill ones or like the really long text stuff involving like LTN that I still don't really get, but I still like end up giggling at them like a stupid fucking child, but it doesn't matter. But yeah.
Yeah, it's been great getting to know you over this past year, which it's been a whole year. Very surprising. Feels honestly like a lot longer. Yeah, I've really enjoyed getting to know you and seeing the type of person you are. I just want to tell you that you're probably one of the most encouraging, authentic, what's a good word for big people person? And it comes out in every single conversation that you have with anyone. And it's to the point that you're almost like a gravitational field, if that makes sense. You pull people in, and it's been great to almost revolve around your entire life over this past year. And I can't wait to be in your orbit going into the next one. Have a happy 19th.
I like how dedicated you are to things. Like, you commit 100% and you're really passionate. And, like, I think that's one of the reasons I fell in love with you in the first place. Like going back to, like, when you were talking about ARC. Like, I didn't understand what you were saying, really, because you were talking so fast. But I was just so, like, in awe, I guess. And, like, I just thought it was so beautiful of a moment, like how passionate you were about things. And I was like, wow, if I want this is like, I wanted to be something you talked passionately about. Like, I wanted to be your girlfriend, and I wanted you to tell people about me the way you tell people about ARC. And you have, and that's really nice of you, Eddie. It makes me really happy when people will be like, oh, he's told me all about you, and I'm like, ah. But, like, you dedicate time and effort into being a good boyfriend, to being a good friend, to being a good son, just a good person in general, like a good Samaritan. You're always picking up trash, and I think that's so beautiful. You're not afraid to try new things, and you're also such an encourager of trying new things. Like, you tell other people to and encourage people, and I think that's great. And you make me want to, like, try more new things. I like that you love people with your entire heart. Like, it's just such a beautiful thing to see, the way you treat people and the way you care about people, and the way you care about so many people. I remember the first CSA event I ever went to, the bracelet making. I remember you, like, took time to talk to every single person there. Like, you stood up and went around, and everyone knew who you were, and I was like, you've only known these people for, like, maybe a couple weeks max, and you were able to already, like, form a bond with them. And I just thought that was, like, such a nice thing. Like, you have room in your heart for all of those people, and I've never ever felt like there wasn't enough room for me, which is, like, a really nice thing, you know, that you love me that much.
Happy birthday. And by the way, Rose did not fortunately say anything. I just wanted to say all those things.
I wish you the best. Sorry I can't be there to celebrate.
Yeah, happy birthday, Eddie. I'm looking forward to being your friend for this next year and beyond, and I hope you had a great day.
So yeah, anyways, happy birthday, Eddie. Hope we get to spend more time together.
Yeah, thanks for making every room like a little brighter whenever you walk in, and I'm wishing you the happiest of birthdays. Here's to another amazing year, and I can't wait for more memories. And I hope you get lit.
An amazing year.
Yes.
Wait, also, I'm glad we're together for our group project, and guys, love Brian, live, love Brian.
Yes.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
And I would like to wish you, Eddie, a happy 19th birthday. I can't believe you're like a year, almost 2 years younger than me. That's insane. And I would like to say, like, meeting you was probably one of the best things that has happened to me freshman year, and I hope our friendship continues throughout college, and I know we'll be great fam heads for Red Panda.
Just grateful for knowing you, and wish you happy birthday, man. I look forward to making many more memories with you and, you know, spending the rest of our 3 years here. So, yeah.
So, yeah. Happy birthday, Eddie, and I'm wishing you all the best.
And all of this is to say, happy birthday, Eddie. You deserve a fantastic birthday. And hopefully you have a great rest of your 19th year.
Happy 19th birthday, Eddie Lynn. Don't do anything stupid. Get to 20. I love you.
And yeah, happy birthday, Eddie.
Yeah, I just wanted to say happy birthday, Eddie. You're a great friend, even though, you know, we don't really like hang out too much together. The times that I do see you, it's always really meaningful. And yeah, that's something I really love about you, man. So happy birthday. Bye.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Edward. I hope that your birthday is filled with spectacularness.
If I had a, like, time machine and I could go back and change something, I wouldn't change a thing. Because if I change something, it could